Hello everyone, your friendly neighborhood Haven here today, and today I have a short, sweet, and informal video from my friends, fellow content creators, and yes, you the viewer if you want to stick around and learn how YouTube's algorithm works. YouTube's algorithm, known as the P-score, or preference score, is how they secretly grade all the videos, and it's broken down into 5 key aspects. First of which is popularity, production value, passion, platform, and lastly, protection. Now, if you want to know what all these aspects mean in detail, head on over to our Discord, link in the description, where I have a full breakdown in detail. With that being said, let's get on with this, shall we? Now, the first of the 5 aspects of YouTube's P-score is popularity. What does popularity translate to? Oh my god, will you shut up? Which is ironic because... Now, the first of the 5 aspects of the YouTube P-score is popularity. What does popularity translate to in your mind? You may be thinking of the movie Wicked, singing along going, I want to be popular. However, in this case, popularity is watch time. Are they staying to watch the full video? How long are they staying to watch the video? Are they swiping away from your video? Are they rewatching your content? The reason why this is important is that tells YouTube you're popular. That tells the algorithm that you are worth watching, and thus they are more likely to both recommend your content and then ultimately put an ad on your content, which will hopefully bring YouTube money and which will hopefully bring you some money. Now, when it comes to the production aspect of the P-score, that's pretty straightforward. It looks for audio quality and video quality. Now, as a quick side-by-side test, I'm going to give you examples for each one. Now, currently, this is my Shure SM7B. It's a high-quality studio microphone, and I have sound gates on, and I have noise filters on, so you don't hear my AC going, and you don't hear my computer going over there. Now, as it stands right now, all the audio is currently cleaned up. It sounds great, it sounds nice, it sounds wonderful. This is high-quality audio. For comparison, this is the Logitech Brio with no noise gate and no filter. You just hear me as me, you hear the computer in the background, you can hear the AC going, and all this extra noise, the extra hiss, nobody likes to hear that because it's found to be off-putting. The lower the quality audio, the more the actual video itself will suffer. As a result, people tend to veer away from the content you're trying to make or the content you're trying to watch because all they'll hear is that background hiss, the background noise, and people don't enjoy that. And therefore, YouTube will recommend it less because their system picks up that noise also. When it comes to the production, the higher the bitrate in conjunction with the higher resolution and frame rate, that tends to note a higher quality video as a whole. As you can see with the videos I rendered for this example. The left I rendered at 1080p, 24 frames per second, and a 5K bitrate. And on the right, I rendered at 4K, 60 frames per second, with a 20,000 bitrate. The visual fidelity in each of these videos is very easy to notice with clear pixelization on the left, and with a cleaner, crisper image on the right. The video which possesses a higher quality render will ensure that the grading used for the production P-score will rate those videos higher and therefore will be recommended more often. The last production aspect of the P-score is the actual content creator. The content creator should be noticeable throughout all of their content, whether they are a VTuber or a camera creator like myself. They can't be blending into the background, they need to be noticeable to the viewer. That helps differentiate your content from other people's content. I can give you a very clear example of what I mean by don't blend into the background. As you can currently see, I have a ring light illuminating my face. You can see all aspects of my face, you're not noticing anything in the background unless you're looking for it now, and therefore I am now the center of attention and focus on my camera and for the viewer. What does this mean in terms of the example? Well, I'll just show you. Now, as you can see, because I've turned off the LUT filters on my OBS and camera, turned on my overhead light, and turned off the ring light, I am now no longer the center of attention in my own content. You can see clear as day all the Yu-Gi-Oh boxes in the back of my room. You can see the Megazord lit up by my little Gamer's Haven light here. And what this means is all this extra light and all this extra sensory input has now distorted visual fidelity in my actual camera, therefore dropping the production value of this actual content, of this actual video right now. And therefore, it won't be recommended as often because I now blend into everything. It's gotta be the same for VTubers also. You gotta stand out. You gotta be noticeable in your own content. Now, when it comes to the platform section of the P-Score, that part's actually very easy to understand. What platforms can people watch your content on? Can they watch you on YouTube from a TV? Can they watch you from a cell phone? Can they watch you on the Nintendo Switch, a game console? Or, like me, can they just watch you while sitting in front of a computer? The more platforms you're on means the more visibility you get. The more visibility you get means the more ads can be played. The more ads that can be played, the more money the creator can make, and the more money YouTube can make. Therefore, they will recommend you more often.
Looking for suggestions. If you like this video, if you like me to keep playing Minecraft, give it a thumbs up. I'll keep playing it.
We got more videos. And we got a subscribe button.
So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this.
Now, we've all heard it before. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. What does that all mean? It's algorithmic data for the passion aspect of the P-Score. The like and the comment is positive engagement. That bolsters the overall engagement for your channel and for your content, which means the YouTube viewer who is watching this content is engaged. However, this also does apply for TikTok, Facebook, and every other social media platform. Doing these things will always boost your visibility. Same with sharing, which YouTube does actually track. The more the video is shared, the more it knows to recommend that content because more people are becoming engaged with that content. And lastly, the subscribe and smash that bell for notifications. That translates to, I am going to watch more of this content. I would like to see more. And all 5 of these aspects essentially translate then to, yes, I would like to see more of this content and I'll sit through an ad to watch it. The most important aspect of the P-Score is protection. I'm not joking about wearing protection right here. I'm talking about, is your content safe for advertisers? See what I did there? I paused because you thought I was going to say family friendly and I didn't. Now, what I mean here is your content safe for advertisers to advertise on? An example. In 2017, a certain influential YouTuber that everybody knows by name at this point, he said something very controversial about a certain historical figure who did nothing wrong. And as a result, he was dropped by Disney. Now, most people don't know this about Google Ads. Google Ads allows you to specifically target certain content creators. You can advertise gamer subs, for example, directly on Bao the VTuber's channel. I mean, they use her for marketing, but you get the general premise here. And so, they want to ensure that their business integrity will not be undermined by the content creator that they're advertising on. Sometimes they're okay with swearing, sometimes they're okay with talking about weapons, sometimes they're talking about selling a bikini or something, so hot tub streamers can actually still kind of make money from that aspect. But most of the time, it is just casual things like buy Pampers or buy orange juice, and none of these brand name companies want to associate themselves with people who say certain historical figures did nothing wrong. And that kind of creates the large issue of we have to have policy and guidelines in place. And so they'll restrict content based on the protection aspect of the Google policy. And in doing so, you lose revenue when you say certain things. You lose potential viewerships when you do certain things or play certain games or discuss certain topics because they want to ensure that they make money from their marketing campaigns. It's as simple as that. Nobody wants to spend money when somebody's going to undermine what they say regarding the ad that was just placed on them. Because if they lose money, you lose advertisers. And if you lose advertisers, Google loses money. And Google doesn't like to lose money. Now, that's basically about it for the entire P-score and all the aspects of its breakdown. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because I'm poor and this is a lot to cover. I've spent 16 hours now editing this for all my fellow content creators, and anybody who wants to watch a video on what the P-score is and how it operates. That being said, everybody, have a lovely evening, and be sure to check out my other content. Peace!